I think the biggest obstacle to progress a lot of times is our thinking. And so whether it's an owner or a manager or a vice president, we have this idea that it's just easier if I do it myself. It's just not true. And what happens is then whatever comes into our phone, whatever comes into our email becomes our first priority. And when in the sense of the owner, I always say, hey, who's working on the strategic focus? Who's coaching and developing people? And who's creating the next process when you're not? And the answer always is, nobody is. I said, okay, so when we're going to make time to work on that? So there's this idea that I try to keep in all of our leaders' heads. If you're doing $10 and $15 an hour work, any more than 2 hours a week, you're stealing from the future potential of your business. And the faster you can fix those problems, the first solution I tell people that are struggling with time and getting to their priorities is put a part-time administrator on. You're already behind. You should have done that 6 months ago. So just get somebody part-time in there. And it's easier than you think, just to kind of get some of those little tasks off your plate so you can go spend time on the big tasks. Here's the dilemma. If you move from the $15 an hour task to the $16 an hour task because you don't have any strategic plan about what's really important and what's the $100 work you need to do next, then you're not going to get much return on investment for that. But if you can change your $15 an hour work for your $100 an hour work, all of a sudden, the progress, the breakthroughs start happening.